This is Mr. Eugene, and today we're talking about something deeply satisfying for men who've been on the receiving end of female rejection. The men she dismissed at 25 are the exact men she's desperately pursuing at 40, and those men need to understand one critical truth. You owe her nothing. She rejected you 15 years ago. You weren't tall enough. You weren't successful enough. You weren't exciting enough. You weren't making enough money. You didn't give her the tingles. You were nice, but not what she was looking for. Now, at 40, her options have collapsed. The high-value men she spent 15 years chasing won't commit to her. The excitement she prioritized led nowhere, and suddenly you look good to her. I've matured now. I understand what matters. You're exactly what I need. I was young and stupid. I didn't appreciate good men, but I know better now. Don't fall for it. Today I'm explaining why the men she rejected early won't save her later, and more importantly, why you absolutely should not try to save her. This is about understanding your value, refusing to be someone's backup plan, and making decisions that actually benefit you instead of rescuing women from consequences they created. Let me start by explaining exactly what happened between when she rejected you at 25 and when she's pursuing you at 40. At 25, she had options, lots of them. Men pursuing her constantly, dating apps flooded with matches, social circles full of male attention. Her physical attractiveness was at peak. Her youth signaled fertility. Men from 25 to 45 wanted her. She could be extraordinarily selective. And she was. 6 feet minimum, 6 figures minimum, exciting career, high status, good-looking, fit, charismatic, the complete package or nothing. You at 25, you were maybe 5'10", making 40 to 50,000 in your first real job, decent guy, stable, hardworking, but not exciting, not high status, not the package she demanded, so she rejected you, maybe politely, maybe harshly. Maybe she friend-zoned you, maybe she just ignored your interest completely. But the message was clear. You're not good enough for me. She spent her 20s and early 30s chasing the exciting guys. The 6-foot-plus guys. The charismatic guys. The guys who gave her tingles. The guys who were dating multiple women. The guys who wouldn't commit. She had relationships with these men. Casual relationships. Short relationships. Relationships where she was always trying to lock them down and they were always keeping options open. She slept with these men, multiple partners, 5, 10, 15, 20, because she thought sexual access would lead to commitment. It didn't. She gave her best years, her physical peak, her youth, her fertility, her optimism to men who never intended to commit to her. She was the fun, casual option, never the serious relationship. Meanwhile, you and men like you, the solid guys she rejected, were building, working hard, advancing careers, accumulating assets, developing competence, becoming established. You went from making 40,000 to making 80 or 100,000. You bought property, you built investments, you developed status in your professional field. You became the man who could provide stability and security. At 25, she was at her peak value and you were at your starting value. She had maximum options and leverage. You had potential but not proof. At 40, the situation has completely reversed. She's 15 years past her peak. You're 15 years into building value. She's declining. You're ascending. Her physical attractiveness has declined substantially. The youth is gone. The effortless beauty is gone. The fertility is gone. The options are gone. Her baggage has accumulated massively. Failed relationships numbering 10 to 20. Possible divorce, possible children, psychological damage, emotional walls, cynicism, resentment. She's carrying heavy damage that makes her difficult to be with. Her dating options have collapsed. The high-value men are married to younger women or dating younger women. The men available to her are significantly below what she had access to at 25. Meanwhile, you've become more attractive. You have resources now, established career, property, investments, status. You've proven you're capable, stable, reliable, successful. You have options now. Women in their 20s are interested in your resources and stability. Women your age are interested because you're actually successful. Your dating market value has increased substantially. This is when she notices you. Not because she suddenly developed appreciation for your character, not because she matured into understanding what matters, because her options collapsed and you became her best available option. Let me be brutally clear about what her sudden interest actually means. She's not attracted to you. She's attracted to what you can provide. The stability, the resources, the security, the lifestyle. The solution to her declining options, If the 6-foot, charismatic, exciting guy who gave her tingles at 25 suddenly appeared and wanted to commit, she would drop you instantly. Instantly. You're not her choice. You're her last option. You're the backup plan, the safety net, the guy she settles for when everything else fails. She gave her best years to other men, her youth, her beauty, her fertility, her optimism, her sexual enthusiasm, her peak, everything. What she's offering you is her worst years, her declining years, her baggage, her damage, her resentment, her compromised pair bonding, her cynicism, her leftovers. Those exciting men got her at her best. You get her at her worst. And you're supposed to be grateful for the opportunity. During her peak years when she could have chosen you, she rejected you, considered you beneath her, not good enough, not worth her time. Now that she needs you, now that her options are gone, now that she's desperate, suddenly you're exactly what she needs. This isn't respect. This isn't appreciation. This isn't genuine attraction. This is desperation dressed up as maturity. She will never stop resenting that she settled, never stop comparing you to the exciting men of her past. Never stop feeling like she deserved better. Never stop making you feel like you should be grateful she chose you. This resentment will poison everything. Dead bedroom, constant criticism, comparing you unfavorably to exes, never being quite satisfied, making you feel inadequate. This is your future if you accept being her backup plan. Here's the pattern I've seen repeatedly. Man gets with woman who rejected him years ago. She's sweet initially, grateful, affectionate, things seem good. 6 months in, the mask slips. She starts mentioning exes, how exciting they were, how passionate those relationships were, how different things are with him. 1 year in, dead bedroom starts. She's tired, she's stressed, she's not in the mood. Sex becomes rare and transactional. 2 years in, constant criticism. Nothing he does is good enough. He's compared unfavorably to exes who treated her worse. She resents him despite him treating her well. 3 years in, he realizes he's miserable. She never wanted him. She wanted what he provides. She's never satisfied, never grateful, never genuinely attracted. He's the provider she settled for, not the man she desired. He ends it or spends decades being slowly destroyed by her resentment. Picture this. You're 42, established, making $120,000, own your home, financially secure. She's 40. She rejected you at 24 when you were making $35,000 and driving a beat-up car. Told you she saw you as a friend. Dated the exciting bartender instead. Now she's back. She's been through 12 relationships, has a kid from a previous relationship, works making $50,000, carries debt. She's sweet to you now. Says she was stupid back then. Says she appreciates you now. You date her. Within a year, you're supporting her financially. Helping with her kid, dealing with her ex. She's withholding sex. She compares you to her exciting exes. She makes you feel like you should be grateful she gave you a chance. You're miserable. You traded your hard-earned resources and commitment for damaged goods who resent settling for you. You saved her from consequences of her choices and got nothing but resentment in return. This is the pattern. This is the reality. This is what accepting being someone's backup plan creates. You don't owe her rescue. You don't owe her commitment. You don't owe her anything. She made choices. She rejected you. She chose excitement over stability. She chose tingles over partnership. She gave her best years to men who wouldn't commit. Those were her choices. She gets to live with consequences. That's how adult life works. Actions have consequences. You're not responsible for saving her from hers. You built value over 15 years. You worked hard. You made sacrifices. You developed yourself. You accumulated resources. You earned what you have. You don't owe your hard-earned value to someone who rejected you when you needed her support, who dismissed you when you were building, who only wants you now that you're built. You deserve someone who chose you first, who wanted you when you had less, who appreciated your character over your resources, who respected you when you were building, not just when you're established. You deserve someone who's genuinely attracted to you, not just what you can provide, someone who values you, not settling for you, someone who brings value, not just takes yours. You deserve better than being someone's backup plan, better than leftovers, better than damaged goods who resent settling. If you want relationship or family at 40, you have options. You can date women in their late 20s to early 30s, women who are still attractive, still fertile if you want children, who haven't accumulated massive baggage, who can still pair bond properly. Women who will respect your success because you're established and they're building, who will appreciate your provision because you're offering substantial value and they're receiving it, who will be genuinely attracted because you represent security and success they desire. These women will choose you, not settle for you, will value you, not resent you, will bring youth and fertility and optimism, not baggage and damage and resentment. Why would you accept the 40-year-old who rejected you over the 30-year-old who chooses you? The math doesn't work. The value exchange doesn't work. The relationship dynamics don't work. If you don't want relationship or family, you have even more freedom. You can enjoy your success, travel, pursue hobbies, build wealth, live exactly how you want. You can have casual relationships with younger women if you want female companionship without commitment. You can focus entirely on yourself without obligation to anyone. You definitely don't need to rescue women from consequences of rejecting you 15 years ago. When she contacts you, when she expresses interest, when she says she was wrong back then, here's exactly what you do. Be polite but clear. Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate the kind words, but I'm not interested in pursuing anything. Don't explain, don't justify, don't give her opportunity to argue or manipulate, just clear, firm boundary. She'll try to keep conversation going, try to get you to reconsider, try to make you feel guilty. You were always so nice. I thought you'd at least give me a chance. I really have changed. Can we just talk? Don't engage. I wish you well, but I'm not interested. Goodbye. Block if necessary. Don't give her access to continue manipulation. She might get angry, might call you bitter, might say you're being mean, might tell mutual friends you're being cruel. Ignore all of it. You're making a decision that benefits you. That's not cruel. That's self-respect. She might try using mutual friends, having them reach out, telling them you're being unreasonable, that she really has changed, that you should give her a chance. Tell those friends politely that this is between you and her, you've made your decision, and you'd appreciate them not getting involved. Remember what she's actually offering: declining attractiveness, zero or minimal fertility, extensive baggage, damaged pair bonding, resentment about settling, years of taking while giving little. Remember what you're worth: established resources, proven stability, genuine commitment capacity, leadership, success. Remember that younger women who will value you are available, that freedom and peace are available, that you have options. Don't let guilt, nostalgia, or loneliness make you accept a terrible deal. She spent 15 years choosing other men over you. You get to spend the rest of your life choosing yourself over her. The men she rejected at 25 won't save her at 40 because those men understand they were never her choice, only her last option. Because those men have built value they refuse to waste on damaged goods. Because those men have self-respect. And you shouldn't save her because you deserve someone who chose you first, because she gave her best to men who discarded her. Because settling for you while resenting it will destroy you. Because you have better options. Because you owe her nothing. She made her choices. She rejected you. She chose excitement that went nowhere. She spent her best years on men who wouldn't commit. She accumulated damage and baggage. Those are consequences of her decisions. You're not obligated to rescue her from consequences. You worked hard to build value. You sacrificed to become established. You earned what you have. You get to choose who benefits from that, and it shouldn't be someone who rejected you when you needed support. The woman who rejected you at 25 doesn't get to reap the benefits of the man you became at 40. That's reserved for someone who actually values you. Choose better. Choose someone who chooses you. Choose someone who brings value. Choose someone genuinely attracted to you. Choose yourself. Let her live with her choices. You get to live with yours. Men, how many of you have had women who rejected you years ago suddenly interested now that you're established? What did you do? Subscribe for the truth that protects you from being someone's backup plan.